to 1:30 p.m. This is always a fun activity where young people are selling items. Sometimes they even have samples that you can try. So I encourage you to support our young entrepreneurs this upcoming Saturday from 10 a.m. to 1:30 p.m. Also, on Saturday from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m., there's a Hispanic Heritage Festival in the former Lincoln Park, now known as the Kansas Firefighters Memorial Park, which is in District Number 3. And don't forget, this Saturday at noon, be sure to head out downtown to Nafsker Park for the annual Wichita Wagon Masters Annual Chili Cook-Off. Here to tell us more about what to expect is Chili Cook-Off Wichita Wagon Masters official chili dipper, Andy Smith. Andy.
Hello, thanks for having us out here. I'm Andy Smith. I'm the 2025 Chili Dipper for the event downtown. This is Ray Silva. He's what we call the Chili Bean, and he will be the dipper next year. So we are a local group of civic-minded folks that get together and raise money for nonprofits in the city of Wichita. And our largest event is the Downtown Chili Cook-Off. We expect to have between 7,000 and 8,000 people downtown over a 3 to 4 hour period. We have burgers and dogs, probably 1,300 or 1,400 gallons of chili. We have 53 different teams that are all biting for having the best chili in the city of Wichita. It is a massive party. It only costs $5. There's soft drinks and adult drinks and other products that you can get down there. There will be a kids zone with inflatables. We have Jet City playing and rocking the tunes downtown. And at the end of it, about 3:30 or so, we have a pepper eating contest. And if you've never been to one of those before, it's a sight to be seen. So come down and enjoy it. I would like Ray to speak about what the event is for.
Well, definitely, all proceeds go back to our Good Life grants, which in return goes back to our local community. Basically, for the most part, to all of our local smaller nonprofits, they can't get those big grants. So every dollar that we raise, again, goes straight back to the community. So please, everybody, come and join us.
Best $5 party in Wichita.
Amen. Hope to see you guys. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you both for inviting the community to the Chili Cook-Off. It's one of my favorite events, and I really do believe that it's an important aspect of our community when we have these community building activities that then provide resources for the rest of our community to help out with nonprofit organizations. So thank you for the Good Life Awards that you guys host as well as provide funds for. So again, it's this Saturday, again starting at noon, right outside of Nafsker Park, and we encourage our community to come out and support the Wagon Masters and nonprofits through the Chili Cook-Off. And of course, this weekend would not be complete without another one of our really amazing free community events called Open Streets ICT. And this one is the biggest one, and that is because 2.5 miles of Douglas will be closed off for Open Streets ICT. Here to tell us more about what you can expect this year is Superintendent of Recreation, Angela Buckner. Angela.
Good morning, everybody. All I know is I'm going to give me some chili this weekend. $5, you said it. Good morning, and thank you guys for all being here. One of our best traditions is back this weekend, Open Streets ICT. This Sunday, September 28th, from 12 to 4 p.m. Wichita Park and Recreation will be transforming 2.5 miles of Douglas Avenue from Grove to Seneca in the historic Delano District into a car-free zone for a day of fun, community, and fresh air. Instead of cars, Douglas will be full of people walking, biking, and skating. No motorized vehicles allowed. Local street food and treats from some of the Wichita's best vendors. Over 125 vendors will be in attendance. Live music, dance, and entertainment at multiple activity hubs, community organizations, local businesses, and of course, unique shopping opportunities. So bring your wallets. Activities and fun for all ages. Did we mention this is free? Free event on Sunday. So what is Open Streets ICT? It launched in 2017 and inspired by similar events in Los Angeles, Portland, and even Bogota, Colombia. Open Streets is more than about closing streets to traffic. It's about opening Wichita up to health, to connection, and to new ways of experiencing our city. It's free of cars, free of charge, and open to everyone. Since its beginning, thousands of people have taken part, and this year we expect the same incredible energy and turnout. Last year, just to give you a record, we had 25,000 people in attendance. This year's event will feature 3 main hubs at Kennedy Plaza, NASCAR Park, and East High School, each with food, music, and activities. And to make it easy to enjoy the full route, Wichita Transit will offer free electric bus rides from Kennedy Plaza to East High, so you don't have to worry about parking and finding a parking spot. The Q line will also be running from 11 a.m. to 5 p.m., and a shuttle will run every 15 to 20 minutes between Oliver and Waco. So it's easy to move along their event route. For everyone's safety, Douglas Avenue will be closed to vehicles from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. Sunday. The Wichita Police Department will allow traffic to cross Douglas at Seneca, McLean, Broadway, Washington Hydraulic. But most importantly, you know what Open Streets is about? It's about community. It's about making our public spaces vibrant and welcoming, and it's encouraging healthy, active lifestyles. It's about creating a place where you can go out and meet neighbors, meet friends. And most importantly, it's about families being able to go out and play, and to support local businesses, to go showcase and see what our local businesses are all about in one area. We invite you to walk, bike, skate, cha-cha down, come eat, shop, and celebrate with us this Sunday. Let's come together as a community and make this another unforgettable year for Open Streets ICT. For more details, please visit openstreetsict.com. We can't wait to see you guys on Douglas. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Angela, and thank you to the entire Park and Rec department, because they host these Open Streets ICT events every year, and there are 3 now each year. There's one in Nomar, one at WSU neighborhood, and this one is the final one for this year, which is Douglas Street. So again, we invite the entire community to come out for this free, family-friendly community event on Sunday, openstreetsict.com to learn more about that. And then next Tuesday, September 30th, is the Chamber's annual Wichita Business Expo. Here to tell us more is Senior Director of Investor Development, Chelsea Dyer.
Good morning. Thank you all. We appreciate this opportunity. As mentioned, I'm Chelsea Dyer with the Wichita Regional Chamber of Commerce, and I am excited to share with you all about one of the Chamber's upcoming events. The Wichita Business Expo is back on Tuesday, September 30th from noon to 4 p.m. at Intrust Bank Arena. It's another free community event and open to the public. The Chamber not only has a proven history with this event, but it's also bringing fresh energy. The Expo has been a Wichita tradition for more than 20 years, and this year we're bringing a fresh layout and expanded programming. We'll feature more than 100 businesses and organizations across a wide range of industries. And I want to highlight a few new things this year. In addition to the trade show floor, we're partnering with local organizations to provide educational sessions on small business, marketing, and other timely topics. And a special thanks to the City of Wichita and their purchasing department, as well as Sedgwick Counties and USD 259 for being some of our partners this year. We've also added speed networking opportunities so attendees can make fast and meaningful connections. So really, why attend? It's the best way to discover local businesses, make connections, and learn from Wichita's experts all in one afternoon. And every attendee who provides an email will also receive a discount booklet with special offers from our participating businesses after the expo via email. So please check out wichitachamber.org to learn more about the schedule and how to attend. And we look forward to seeing everyone on Tuesday, September 30th at Intrust Bank Arena. Thank you.
Thank you, Chelsea. So see, there are events to support the community on Saturday with just $5 at the chili cook-off, a free event on Sunday to bring the community together, and then on Tuesday, another free event to really get to understand our small businesses here in our community and really support the backbone of our community. So now to transition to something from the city of Wichita, that is our Well Done Wednesday, hosted by the Wichita Police Department. Here to tell us more about this week's Well Done Wednesday is Wichita Police Public Information Officer Rick Peña.
Thank you, Mayor. Good morning. This week we are highlighting the outstanding teamwork of the Wichita Police Department's Property Crimes Reduction Team and Violent Crimes Response Team. While conducting follow-up on a drive-by shooting investigation, officers located the suspect vehicle and attempted a traffic stop. One suspect exited the vehicle and was safely taken into custody. The driver then fled, leading to a brief pursuit. For the safety of our officers and the community, the pursuit was terminated. At that point, the Kansas Highway Patrol Air Support Unit took over from above, tracking the fleeing vehicle and relaying vital information to WPD officers on the ground. The suspect eventually fled on foot. A nearby WPD K-9 officer and police service dog, Digo, responded quickly, tracking the suspect who was hiding behind a fence. Meanwhile, another occupant who also fled the vehicle was promptly located by officers. Officers recovered 2 handguns from the suspect vehicle. This case demonstrates the relentless dedication of our officers and the value of collaboration. With the assistance of the KHP Air Support, multiple suspects were safely taken into custody and dangerous weapons were removed from our streets. Let's watch and see how this incident unfolds.
Did you push the arrow? I gotcha.
Officers from the Wichita Property Crimes Reduction Team and Violent Crimes Response Team are following up on the drive-by shooting investigation. They located the suspect's truck and moved in for a traffic stop. One suspect immediately exited the vehicle and was safely taken into custody, but the driver hit the gas, initiating the pursuit. For the safety of our officers in the community, the pursuit was terminated. Thanks to a powerful resource, Kansas Highway Patrol Air Support was already in the sky. From above, KHP tracked the fleeing vehicle, guiding Wichita officers on the ground. The suspect eventually ditched the vehicle and ran on foot. Nearby, K-9 and their follower and police service dog Digo closed in. Together, they tracked the suspect hiding behind a fence. Meanwhile, another suspect bailed on foot. He was swiftly taken into custody by officers nearby. Two handguns were recovered from the suspect's vehicle. This investigation shows the relentless dedication of our officers and the power of collaboration between Wichita Police and Kansas Highway Patrol Air Support. To all the officers involved, well done.
Thank you very much to the Wichita Police Department and also the collaboration between KHP and WPD. I know that resources like that are important and those collaborations help keep our community safe. So thank you again for the Well Done Wednesdays. We're now going to transition to another department within the city of Wichita. As you all know, there are 16 departments in the city of Wichita. Now we're going to talk about streets, which is part of Public Works. Each week, I like to give an update on street projects around the city. Many of these projects span many months, but new this week is a project in District 6 to perform asphalt repairs on Arkansas Avenue. from West 45th Street North to West 46th Street North and West 52nd Street North to West 53rd Street North. So again, you can find more information on this on streets at wichita.gov/streets. And to remind you all, it's now been 2 weeks since we had the survey for the city manager and community feedback. And so far, 700 residents have submitted a survey, and we really encourage the community to submit their surveys online. You can find that survey at wichita.gov/manager-search. The survey is available in English, Spanish, and Vietnamese. And again, that can be found at wichita.gov/manager-search. With that, I also have good news. I always like to end our mayor's briefing with that. And that is next week on Saturday, October 4th. If you're in the community and you want to help out and you want to have some community building time and volunteer, we are asking you to join Operation City Shine. So Operation City Shine is hosted by Kansas Freemasons. The Wichita area Masons are hosting a cleanup in District Number 3. So details about this cleanup are, it is going to occur on Saturday, October 4th. Volunteers are asked to meet up at 8:30 a.m. At the Walmart on South Broadway. From there, they will be shuttled to various points throughout Broadway and Kellogg to do cleanups. Shuttle vehicles will park again at Quick Trip and Chilton during the event. And after the cleanup concludes at Pawnee, which is about 2.2 miles south of Kellogg, shuttle drivers will return to their vehicles. So again, Operation City Shine is happening next Saturday, October 4th. Volunteers, please meet up between 8 and 8:30 a.m. And thank you again to the Kansas Freemasons for hosting this cleanup. And last but not least, I have a quick little handout. Last week, United Way of the Plains hosted their annual fundraising event called Impact on the Plains. And United Way is a really great resource. They are the ones who host the number 211. And every season, they update their resource guide. So the one from summer is now no longer available. The new one is the fall 2025 resource guide. It's a front and back page resource guide that provides all the phone numbers to organizations that are helping individuals, whether it's with food, shelter, alcohol and drug services, counseling, as well as housing. So I encourage the community to go out and check out this one-page resource guide and provide it to individuals in our community who may need some help. So again, thank you again to United Way, and so that's some good news in our community. With that, I will open it up for questions. Sure.
Yes. Following the discussion that happened on Tuesday, a council member posted a statement about that. I was just curious if you had any thoughts regarding that statement and just kind of the trying to tie together the action and the policy to come to a conclusion positively.
What's the question?
I'm sorry, that was I'm so nervous. I've never been sent to something like this. Let me read it. A council member Tuesday said Tuesday's discussion on strengthening the homelessness ordinance shows a focus on enforcement rather than solutions like housing or mental health resources. What's your view on the best balance between enforcement and support?
Absolutely. So as you can see, our community has a lot of resources, and I'm really grateful to all these nonprofits as well as organizations that provide services to our community members. And there is a balance between services, which is compassion, as well as enforcement, which is laws that are created, especially by this body, which is the council. As you all know, in December of this year, the council voted to revise its illegal camping ordinance. This has been an ordinance that has been in effect for more than a decade. It was simply revised. And in that revision, it really focused on the idea that individuals who are facing homelessness have resources that we want to connect them to through Second Light, which is an investment that the city of Wichita is focusing on with more than $13 million to Second Light. And in addition to that, there are services for those individuals. However, public rights of way, like sidewalks and underneath bridges, are safety concerns for our community, and they are public spaces for all the public to utilize. And so we have to balance enforcement as well as compassion. And that balance is what we were discussing on Tuesday. Again, that ordinance is in effect right now. It is illegal to camp in the city of Wichita. And so therefore, that ordinance was simply talked about during Tuesday's meeting, and more guidance will be coming forth from the law department regarding specifics on how to enforce that ordinance.
Thank you so much.
Thank you all very much. Have a great weekend.